Hello Gemini, this is your August reading for 2022 for Gemini Sun, Rising Moon, or anybody with a lot of Gemini in their chart. I'm Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess, and you can find me at vickieverlie.com. Do not be fooled by imposters. Okay, I'm going to do a little bonus extra. We're going to get to the card reading, but I wanted to give you guys a little bonus information regarding this whole North Node Uranus conjunction, okay? So, you're Gemini. So Gemini's here. The North Node Uranus conjunction is happening in your 12th house. This part of the reading is more particular to your rising sign, so you do want to watch that rising sign stuff, but you may get some information out of it. This North Node Uranus conjunction for all of us is a time of letting go and opening up to the higher dimensional realities, opening up and aligning with our true soul's calling and our true destiny. Both the North Node conjunction here, and then we have the Saturn over here too, which is also about kind of like our destiny too. And they're making a square to each other. That's over here, excuse me, over here. I was going to say, that's not a square. Yeah, the rock got moved a little bit here. So what's happening is Saturn is in the position, they both want to see you align with your highest soul calling, okay? The Saturn is in a position where it might make things difficult and try to push you to leave the nest or to go off into this, this new unknown territory. And then the Uranus is pulling the thing that's pulling you. So you could look at it like the pain pushes you until your vision pulls you. In your case, because it is a 12th house, it's probably going to be the node thing, a lot of releasing and from the past. Karmic cycles big time, because the node and Saturn are karmic, and also the 12th house is very karmic. Those are some of the major things I look at when people order soul readings, to look at your karma and your soul path. So 12th house, whatever it is, it's come all the way around the wheel and it's completed its cycle. You don't have to be tethered to that anymore. It's time to fly free. It's time to spread your wings and go on to the next level of whatever it might be. It's going to be different for everybody, but the next level of human evolution is what the guides want to say. So yeah, next level of human evolution. Yeah, we'll go with that. The Saturn itself, this is going to be in here's your 7th house. This is going to be in your 8th or your 9th house. So it's calling, the 9th house is higher knowledge and understanding. It's also schooling. Some of you may go back to school or start learning some kind of a new skill or job or something that you're going to use in the future, because maybe this is tied into your job. Another thing the 9th house is, it's not always just a formal education. It's seeing things from a different angle. And it's getting the lesson. When Saturn's in your 9th house, you're supposed to be getting the lessons, okay? So yes, you've had suffering, you've had hardships, we all have in this incarnation. What is that thing that you are supposed to learn out of it? Because when you learn the lesson, then oftentimes you can really be free of it, okay? All right, I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to get into the card part of the reading. So for the main reading, we're going to use my Rock and Roll Tarot deck 3rd edition, which is the little bit of the smaller one. It's easier to handle, and it's got that cool look on it. If you are interested in any of these decks, you can find the link below, or at least my decks. Then we're going to come in with the Hanson Roberts, an old favorite. Then finally, we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card, get your Animal Totem card. If you're a level 2 Patreon subscriber, there's going to be some additional cards in the extended reading, and we'll be using the Rider-Waite-Smith in that, for that part of it. Okay, let's go ahead and start shuffling up for our Gemini friends for the month of July. This is for Gemini Sun, Rising, and Moon, or anybody who has prominent Gemini in their chart. What do we got going on here for our Gemini friends for the month of August? Wish card, very first card out. Look at that, wish card. Your wish is coming true. So whatever you tuned into this video curious about, you get a big yes here. I might even just write that, wish comes true. I wanted to really quick mention too on these cards, if you see letters, words, anything standing out to you, make note of that, because that is the way that your spirit guides and angels can draw you in and attract you to something that is a message just for you. Okay, so you are a Gemini, and you're showing up right here at the top of the thing, and you're showing up at the top of the spread as the King of Swords, because you're an air sign, you will be the Swords energy. I like that you show up as the king. So that confirms that you have done some spiritual growth. You have done some movement. You are ready to step into the king energy of your own life, but also as like a co-creator with the universe, really. You have this wish card coming true at the very beginning, and it's an Ace of Cups. So it's a new beginning in love, potentially. For some of you, this could be some love interest. By the way, in these general readings, there's no gender. So even though it's showing up this is female and that's male, it's going to pertain to your particular situation. Disregard the gender assignments on the cards there. It's just general gender neutral readings. Six of Cups, so something or someone from the past. So with the Ace of Cups, it could be some love affair coming back, somebody showing up if that's something you're into. For more so I get, though, this Ace of Cups is this creative energy. This is something that you're creating and you get a lot of satisfaction out of it, a lot of happiness. It could be something, because also this node in the 12th house, too. This could be something that you are dusting off from your past life. Well, maybe from your past life, but I meant to say just from the past. An old dream, dusting off that dream. I might put that on there, dusting off that dream. Dusting off. I have to write these little blurbs down or I will forget them, plus dusting off the dream. There is news about money in Earth time. Earth time is going to be after the 22nd as we move in from Leo into the Earth sign of Virgo. So there will be that showing up for you. Earth sign has been represented here twice. Could be you're dealing with some Earth sign people, though, which would be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Also, that North Node, that whole North Node thing is in the sign of Taurus there, too. This could be making up with somebody after a long-standing argument and just feeling really low about it. I got low here. And, you know, this is where we've reached an impasse. We can't get past it. I think that you will be able to get past it. I think there will be some breakthroughs. I do see some harmonious relationships and things like that. You've got this Hermit card here, and that's another indication with this 12th house. I know Geminis, you're so active, and you're so, you know, you're very active people, but there you do have to balance that out, and that's that 12th house energy. 12th house is the past, but 12th house is also like going within, into your subconscious mind, and that's also the energy of the Hermit. I want to tell you, think before you speak. That's what's coming through from the guides. Think before you speak, because often, you know, you guys are just, you know, you have the gift of gab. You know, you just in that flow, and you're so conversational, and you just speak, go. Take a minute. Think before you speak. You can find some answers from coming in from that quiet place of that 12th house energy. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here. Beautiful. I always say I don't put the Wheel of Fortune on the cover of my deck for no reason, okay? It's a major positive card, one of the most positive cards in the deck. It is aligning with your true destiny, which is what's happening with the astrology as well for all of us. But it's really coming through here for you because you do have that Wheel of Fortune. So these new beginnings, these new creative projects, these new things that bring you joy and pleasure are aligning with your destiny. So that's really cool and really positive, Gemini. All right, now over to the Hanson Roberts. I called it the Morgan Greer, like for the first 5 readings by accident. But it's, of course, it's the Hanson Roberts. This was my main deck for many, many years, and this was the deck I started when I started doing the videos. I always use this deck. What is coming up for our Gemini friends for the month of August of 2022? Gemini. What do we got here? The Moon card. Knight of Cups. Oh, by the way, you're this air sign energy, so we're going to be looking for you to show up in this spread, this part. King, Queen, Knight of Swords, and then we're going to look at whichever one shows out first. There's that Hermit twice. Whatever one pops out first of those 3, that's going to be the card that represents you, and then we're going to look at the cards that surround that specific. Here, you're showing up as Queen of Swords. Ace of Cups again, twice, right next to you. So there absolutely is some sort of Ace of Cups energy happening. New beginning in love, new beginning in creativity, new beginnings in joyful interaction and fun times to be had, and beautiful energy. Sure looks like this Ace of Cups is with this fire sign energy in this case. The fire signs, of course, are the Leo, the Aries, or the Sagittarius. Again, this is 2 females, but whatever, you know, go with whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be 2 females. But there is an essence, there is this energy of the feminine energy here, because we have the 2 queens and then the Ace of Cups. So again, that's that receptive, going within. It's also highly creative. It's very creative energy. Leo, this could be Leo, because we're in the time of Leo. We're in the time of Leo for the majority of the month, all the way through till the 22nd. So this could be talking about things coming up in the time of Leo. We've got this time for happiness and celebration. So if you're invited to some kind of a wedding, because the 10 of Cups is right above you. Some of you could be getting married even. But you might be even just going to a wedding or something like that. If you're invited to any kind of wedding or celebration, you should absolutely go, because that's where maybe these contacts could be made. You might meet somebody. If you're looking for romance, you might meet a romantic partner. If you're looking to collaborate or do some kind of creative project with somebody, you might meet that right person at that time. During the month of August and May and August, I always will use this 3 of Cups as a potential timer for the holiday weekend in North America, or United States. We have the Memorial Day in the spring, and then the Labor Day in the fall month. So this could be Labor Day weekend too, which I'm not sure if that's in August this year. It's either always at the last, right at the end of August or at the beginning of September. I'm not sure, but it could be something around there. But definitely attend any kind of weddings. You would have, even if something doesn't spark from it, you would definitely have a joyous and a really good time. You've got this checking in with your inner self, and that 12th house again brings that forward. We got the High Priestess, we got the Hermit twice, and then after you've checked in with your subconscious mind, your inner soul, then check in first, then you're ready to think before you speak, or think before you act, is even more the message of this, with the Magician being here. Something for some of you, you've been waiting around a long time to hear about something. This news could come in this Leo time of fire. You've been waiting like for 4 weeks, 4 months, even 4 years. And justice is here. So for some of you, it could even be some kind of a legal settlement that you maybe have been waiting on for 4 years or something like that. Or it could be, any kind of legal thing where you might sign a contract, all these sorts of things. The Justice card also does stand for karmatic justice. So a karmic debt is paid. You're free to have this new beginning. You're not tethered to the past anymore. You have this newfound freedom. That's what the Uranus wants you to do. Okay, so let's go ahead. And here's another thing. The Uranian, the nodal thing, isn't going to come around here till another 18, 19 years. So if you want to get free of something and you don't do it now, you might have to wait 18 or 19 years. Here's the last time, because these dates could relate back. This could be something that was going on back in possibly April of, between April of 2003 and December of 2004. That's the last time we had just the node there, not the Uranus. It's the Uranus. I don't think that's happened the Uranus was there in the 1930s, but I don't think the node was there at that time. So this particular lineup hasn't happened for a really long time. And then the time before that, depending on your age, would have been 1984 through 1986. So for some of you, because it's 12th house, it might be some kind of things that are pertaining to those time frames, and they've come full circle. They've run your course. You don't have to sing that song anymore. You can sing a new song that is filled with joy and happiness. Let me fill your heart with joy and laughter. I went off key a little. Togetherness, whenever you need me, I'll be there. Yeah, that came through real strong. I'm getting chills all over me. Woo! Alright, I'm going to start shuffling up your animal totem. I want to talk real quickly about the Libra Ingress reading is coming up. This is a look into the last quarter of the year, what it's going to be like for you, what the energies are. It's a psychic reading, always real popular. It'll be available for a limited time, so if you want to get in on it, you can check out the links below or just go straight to my site and look under the readings tab. Alright, let's find that animal totem for our Geminis. You've got the goldfish. That's luck. That's luck and good fortune. So you've got Wheel of Fortune, you've got didn't you have the Wish card too? Was the Wish card for you, or was that the last reading? Yeah, you had the Wish card as the very first card out. You got Wheel of Fortune, and now you got the goldfish. So totally lucky, beneficial, good stuff here, Gemini. Luck, serenity, prosperity, wealth. Fluid imagination, that's what this could be too. Losing track of time. Celestial connections, altered states. omen of auspicious developments. Yeah, it's auspicious developments. It's good luck. It's good fortune. Is there a goldfish restaurant? I mean, I don't know of any. I know that there, as far as commercial things, there's goldfish crackers, and then we used to have here. I don't know if there's still around, a Goldfish Army Navy store back in the day where you could go get like a jean, army coat. But Goldfish Restaurant just came into my mind. Maybe that's the name of it, or maybe it's a place where they just happen to have a fish tank in there with goldfish or whatever. It might not be called Goldfish Restaurant, but there's something about that for somebody out there, some tie into some kind of a restaurant or something like that. All right, everybody. Hey, before we go, I want to really quickly, it's back to school season. And even if you're going back to school, or maybe your child is, why not get them the really cool notebooks that are available through Amazon for only $5.99. They come in sketchbooks, which are completely blank pages like this, and then they come in the journals, which are lined notebook kind of things. These are just a few of the many designs that I have on there. And I have some of these are the same, but in different color patterns, and I have other ones on there as well. It's only $5.99 through Amazon and Prime. You get free shipping, and you're helping out an independent creator like myself here. And one more thing I wanted to announce, I'm announcing it on every video because we are moving into this space age Uranian thing. I thought I'd really come out with I put it on my website a while ago, but it's not on my Amazon page because I wrote this book 10 years ago under another name. It's vickieverlie, which is an anagram of Verlie, which is my real last name. But it's called Starseed, A Pleiadian Tale of Love. I put it in the Kindle Lending Library now, so you can get it for free through there if you're a member of the Kindle Lending Library. It's an inexpensive book to buy anyway, but it's also short. It's only 169 pages. It's a short story, or a novella. I would call it a novella. But it's a good story. I mean, it's rough. I was rushing to get it done back then, and I had never written a fictional work before. And I was rushing to get it done because I wanted to get it done before that whole 2012 Mayan calendar thing, because that's part of the story. But it's called Starseed, A Pleiadian of Love. So it's sci-fi. It's a paranormal romance-ish. I'm not really into romance novels or anything like that. I don't watch those TV shows or anything like that. But I just slanted it that way because that's what was really popular at the time. There was the Sookie Stackhouse books and the vampires and all that stuff. So I thought, well, where's the Starseed one? Where's the Pleiadian paranormal romance? And so I wrote it. There was a lot of downloads and stuff. A lot of this was channeled and I didn't even realize it at the time. But anyways, it's rough. It needs a little work, but it's a good story. It is a good story, and it's sprinkled through with all sorts of metaphysical, little things and insights, to teach it. Because I also wanted that too, like what was the James Redfield one, the Celestine Prophecy, which was a fictional. I was trying to bring in a little bit of that element. It's a fictional story, but there's also these little spiritual teachings and stuff in there. So this is the book. If you enjoy sci-fi, check it out. But the thing is, I always saw this not as a book. As I always saw it on film. I can see a lot of the scenes in my head. I definitely can see the opening scenes for this to be maybe just, something on YouTube, or maybe a TV show, or maybe even a movie. But if anybody out there is in that field and involved in that and wants to maybe check this out as a potential, to develop it into a script or whatever the case may be, I just thought I'd put it out there. Starseed, it's under vickieverlie. There is a link on my website under the books at the very bottom. I put it in there. But you can just find it on Amazon. So check that out if you're interested. I'd really love to do something with it because I still think it's a good story. And there's more to it. It doesn't have to end there. I had notes of all sorts of things that could be happening later with the, involving time travel and walk-ins and all kinds of stuff. So we could really flesh this out into even more cooler stuff. So if anybody out there is interested or thinks they want to do something with it, definitely get a hold of me. All right, everybody, this is the reading for, it's a very powerful time, it is, but I mean, you guys seem like you're really stepping into something positive, or there's definitely the potential to do so. Remember that you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. Please hit that subscribe button, because your interaction with the channel triggers that algorithm and lets YouTube know that you do enjoy my content, and it gets it out there for other people. Thank you for all your support. Remember, you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. Patreon, you're up next. We'll talk to you again next month. Till then.